I'm going right now.
I'm looking.
Oh, I'm in Facebook Marketplace.
Ain't gonna find it there.
I know. I was like, why isn't it popping up? Yep, we're live.
All right.
I don't have us on YouTube yet, but I'm
Oh.
guessing it'll start here.
It'll
in a minute.
pop up. It seems to always pop up.
It's on YouTube yet, but guessing
Should be
it'll-
good.
Oh, it's going.
The delay was messing with me watching the video. I have like a 5-second delay.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Chasing Tails podcast, episode 14. We'll do a little bit of a recap of the H1 Unlimited Grand Prix America HRL Challenge and Pro Light Racing done in Madison this weekend, and then obviously we will do a little bit of a preview for the big one this weekend up in Valleyfield. So we'll start like we did last week. Bob, what was your impressions from Madison?
Madison was good. They made it through a full weekend without losing any unlimited, so that was pretty cool. GPs, some were struggling, but a lot of teams worked their butt off to get back running. So that added to it. And then the pro lights, they had some good racing. So it was definitely good. I know it was very nice sitting in AC watching it.
It was hot, man.
Yeah, the tan line
Oh,
is real.
I'm sure. No, the water in Madison looks so good this year.
It was and it wasn't would be my guess. I mean, I didn't drive on it, so I can't speak. But there are a few heats where I was like, "Damn, that looks rough." But there were Sunday for sure. I'd say was the best water
And
they had.
I think it was primarily wind, to be honest. Saturday was pretty windy. There was one point holding the pro light. I was like, wow,
Dude,
I don't know if I'd want to run in this.
The one pro light heat was like the slowest 5-liter heat I've ever seen because
Yeah.
it was so rough and so windy.
Oh, really?
Every single boat, there was nobody like just all out going for it. It was pretty sketchy.
Oh, was that Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna
Yeah,
say the
I
first
mainly
heat
I
on
mainly
Saturday.
watched. I was pretty busy Saturday, but I watched Sunday, and Sunday looked really smooth. I mean,
Sunday was awesome. Water looked really
Yeah.
nice. Again, I didn't get to drive on it, but
which I was a little wondering if it was going to get bad just because of the thunderstorms upriver throughout the weekend. But
Yeah.
didn't seem to phase it. So that
I
was
don't ever
pretty
remember
good.
seeing anything big floating down the course either. There was some small like that big size
Yeah.
chunks of wood that we mainly we'd grab it from in
Yeah.
front of the pro lights before we
Not
sent
that
them
you
out,
ever
but
want to
nothing-
see anything floating out
No,
there, but
no,
that is
but
better
on a river.
on a river. It's expected. You're gonna see that stuff. But I was, you know, you guys and Brandon were keeping me updated with what was happening with the GPs, and one guy would have issues, and then just people are coming on helping them figure out their issues and trying to get running, and that's what it's all about. So pretty happy. The 35 had another flawless weekend. Keep my fingers crossed, knock on wood, keep it going. That was pretty impressive again. But yeah, the unlimiteds, it's definitely way more interesting to watch the unlimiteds without their 80-mile-an-hour rule.
Yeah.
Now they need to clean up the rule book with some of these other things, but
Yeah.
But that's on those owners. Not, we can speculate all we want, but they'll figure it out, right? But it was definitely I like watching unlimiteds better than when they had that 80-mile-an-hour rule. So it definitely made it more interesting. You can definitely see some guys are better at fighting for lanes than the other guys.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I would ever want to fight for lanes in GPs because we accelerate way faster in unlimited, so it would be a little sketchy.
Yeah.
So, but
No, it's good unlimited racing too.
So how was it there? Like how you guys had the parade? Was it you guys been there before, right?
Yeah, we were there last year.
Okay, yeah.
Last year was my first year there, and I think yours as
I
well.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So the parade was probably phenomenal again, I'm sure.
We actually I think Mom says the first time that she's been there, and we've actually made it to the end of the parade and still had stuff to throw. Because usually it's like you get halfway through and it's
She brought 1,800 lollipops.
yeah. And
I
Kyle
think we had enough.
and them brought so
So
many
many.
damn shirts, dude. I mean, we had like 4 tubs of shirts.
You mean Forrest? You mean Forrest?
Or 4? Yeah, that's right,
Forrest,
4.
Forrest.
Yeah, because
He's the one who rides on the
too
boat.
Cool. He's
We're-
too cool to ride.
Kyle
with
Bipes
us.
is too cool to ride on the boat. It's always Forrest and his wife and his kids. But no, that parade is really cool because all the kids are excited to see the boats and then catch candy, catch shirts, catch whatever you're throwing at them. So I miss that parade. Is awesome. I miss going there. I'm making it next year, hell or high water.
Yeah, no, it was it was a good time. It was just like last year. I'd say it's hard to tell down there. Like, what was there more people because it's a pretty large race area.
Yeah.
Like it goes all the way down the river with people. But I would go on a limb and say there was probably a little bit better turnout than last year, and the turnout there was always awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
okay.
It was yeah. I mean, the parade was awesome. That parade's a really good parade. The people there love that parade, and that's kind of what makes a good parade is the people that go to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Funny story, dude. We literally hadn't even straightened up on the main road. Like the boat was pretty much still on the side road, and the truck was on the main road, and we threw a shirt out, and like 8 kids and 1 grown man, and they're all looking straight up for it, and this dude dropped a little girl, like probably 6-7-year-old girl. It's not really anybody's fault. I don't think he even noticed that the kids were there, but everybody's just looking straight up, and it was just like ran right into each other. And I'm just like, me and Dad were sitting on the back of the trailer, like, damn, right away.
Kyle, your mic's better now.
Minus. Okay.
Whatever Austin just did.
Is this better? Is mine still okay?
No, yours is good. Yours is good.
All right.
Both of yours is good.
Cool.
Now.
All right. So, but yeah, again, it was an awesome event. Weather held for, other than the little bit on Friday morning.
Yeah.
Weather was good. It was hot, but I think pretty much at the point where at a boat race, it's either really hot or it's raining.
Yeah.
There's no just nice. But yeah, obviously, like you said, some GP teams had some issues. That's been kind of the story of this challenge so far is the attrition.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say that's too surprising. That's how those boats kind of always have been. And then you go back to back weekends, but that's what makes it an elevated type of competition is you got to work harder. You got to, put in extra hours. And I know some teams have to do that more than others. And it's, I don't wish all the extra work that some teams have to do on anybody. And so hopefully everybody could be ready to go for Valleyfield.
Well, I mean, we talked about this, right? That it's a big series. This 3-race series is, I mean, there's never been anything like it before, right?
No.
So you have these guys who are pushing their engines more hard than they normally would. So, stuff, if you start pushing, stuff's going to break. And,
it's a part of the challenge.
there's some people just, I don't know. They just came out of the gate with issues, which is unfortunate. Hopefully the teams who had problems can figure it out and get back out in the water really soon. Because that's never a good feeling. I mean, I don't care who you are. You don't make it out in the water because you have engine issues, and it's gut wrenching. It's the money aspect, and also that you want to be out there performing, you want to be out there pushing it, giving it your all. And when you're not out there and you're watching other boats do laps and you're sitting on the trailer, is not cool at all.
No.
But hopefully they get it together. I'm excited for Valleyfield. There's some driver announcements today. Did you guys see that?
I just saw the most
you got
recent one.
Patrick Hayworth driving the GP39 Megavolt for the Showers. And then Kent Henderson is going to be sharing the ride with Mario Blaine and the Canada Boy.
Okay.
So
that means the Canada Boy is going to make it then.
Yeah, Canada Boy is
Sweet.
going to be there. Yeah, that's for
Okay.
sure. I mean, they've been working on that thing for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was surprised at how much damage there
2
was.
weeks.
That thing, like, again, I didn't see the accident because it was kind of in the middle of tails. But normally when you do that much damage, like, you're going to see the boat fly above the tails, or it's still going to be flipping by the time they clear.
He did post someone got a really cool picture of it, and you can see just like the tips of the sponsons at the top of the tail coming down, and it's real misty because the tail. Awesome picture, but shows how high that boat did actually get.
I also found out he got ran over a little bit by Longevane. I didn't know.
Yeah, I heard that too.
That this weekend.
Was there any damage to Longevans, or
That's why I didn't know, because I didn't remember noticing anything when Longevane pulled in. I would imagine there's got to be a little bit, even if it's just like paint damage or whatever you call it.
Yeah,
scuffed up, cosmetic. Yeah,
but I mean, he went back out and ran that day.
Yeah.
So couldn't have been too terrible.
So hopefully, I mean, the Canada Boy is definitely going to be fixed. They've been after it for the past 2 weeks, and then Ken Lupton, he came away with some damage this weekend.
Yep.
You know, you never want to do that repair quick, but
no.
I mean,
they have Scott Liddycoat up there working on it already.
Scott is phenomenal with composites. So
yeah. It looks like they already, I mean, I'm guessing give it another 12, 16 hours. That thing's ready.
Dude, they'll have that thing up by the bridge testing before Valleyfield this weekend.
I don't know. And
Lupton?
they'll be going full bore.
Yeah.
You know, I was surprised on how fast Jack Lupton was before his issues this weekend. Yeah. He was moving pretty good. I mean, without picking the 35, we always say the 79. But Jack Lupton's coming up, and he's quick.
I'm again, just knowing that they've been really fighting handling issues that boat. I wonder if some of that was due to running the wider course and making it.
I'm not sure.
Not in a bad way, but making it easier on Jack, not having to fight the boat as much. But
yeah,
I mean, we know that thing's always had straight speed. It's fast as hell in a straight line.
Maybe they made some changes and they found something. And because I know Ken Lupton tested it last week and he got on the boat and said, "I don't know how you drive this thing," or something like that.
That's
something along those lines, right? So maybe they all put their heads together and came up with something to try to get that thing to handle around a corner a little better.
I hope so, because it's like seeing a boat that we know is that fast struggle.
Racing against him, we raced side by side a lot for a year there, and looking over, he just lost all momentum coming out of the corner because he couldn't straighten it up. So if he fixes that, then you're gonna have to watch out. Jack Lupton is going to be fast. So
he already is.
Both Luptons are fast. I mean,
that heat that him and Brandon had going was set to be the best heat of the weekend. Yeah, I think it ended up being the one with him and Bobby King, in my opinion. Just because it went the whole heat, but I think if Jack and Brandon would have finished that heat, it probably would have taken over that.
I don't want to leave anyone out. I'm not leaving anyone out by any means, but I think when it comes down to Valleyfield, I think you're going to have. You just got to stop touching my desk. It's going crazy. There's 4 or 5 boats I think that are going to have a shot. I'm not leaving anyone out by trying to be mean or anything, but I think, you have the 79. I always pick 79 because when they have it together, that thing is smoking fast. Ken Lupton, Jack Lupton, Brandon, and then
the 71.
I'm missing one. 71. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat. I mean, that's the 5 boats. It's those boats. I mean, any given heat, any of those guys could win. I know the 79's been having some issues, but they're figuring it out. I thought the 71 after Gunthersville would have whatever's been going on figured out, but they're still having some issues. And the Lupton boys, everyone just better hope that they can't put a heat together. because
Yeah.
For real.
Well,
because
you
they're
know who-
smoking fast. So
You know who else we really got to watch out for, especially after another weekend of seeing it run well? The 50, man.
that I did not
That's
mean
who
to
you were
leave them
leaving out.
out. I
Yeah.
did not mean to leave them out. Yeah, add them to the
I mean,
list.
if I had to just pick, I would imagine they'll do what, 5? And do they do trailers anymore?
No, I don't.
So this
I don't
five
think they'll
flat?
do a trailer.
Yeah,
I
so I
think it'll
mean,
just be
one of
5.
those boats, think about it, one of those boats has to miss the final. And then you got the
Well,
Charger, and-
that all depends if all these boats don't have any
Well,
breakdowns or
no,
issues.
absolutely. But I'm saying if everybody
let's
were to
not
have
leave the
a perfect-
Charger out. Look at the
That's what I'm
Charger.
saying.
But
Kevin drove his butt off
final
this
the
weekend,
past past 2 weekends. I mean he's
They're second in the challenge right now.
yeah. Watch. I don't know if they will, but if they turn up that engine, let's say if they add some more to it, let's see what he does. I mean, there's so many boats. I know the GP3 is making it. I wish they would have made it to Madison because I think they have some more tweaking to do on the boat to try to get Jimmy to feel a little bit more comfortable in there. So it's unfortunate they didn't make it to Madison to figure it out, but Jimmy's been around long enough. I think a couple heats he can put his finger on what needs to be changed and then go from there.
Yeah. The other thing in Valleyfield too, I mean, it is a 5-boat final. Like, kind of the theme of the challenge, you got to finish all your heats. Like, you go break down in a heat, your chances of making a final, especially this weekend, they're pretty much gone. Unless everybody breaks down. But that's, we hope obviously that doesn't happen.
And then I know we did touch on it a little bit already. We have 2 people in the chat bringing it up. Patrick Hayworth and the Megavolt. I have a feeling that should.
Well, there's all right. So I just talked about the GP3 with Jimmy King not making it to figure out handling and what they need to do, their gears and everything with that boat. So I hope the GP39 with Patrick driving the I hope they come out swinging, but they haven't been out. Everything's changed on that boat. It's a new engine setup. They have a wild gearbox in there. I mean, yeah, if it comes out fast, Patrick will drive it. Patrick will put it up front as close as possible. If not, taking the lead. He's no slouch behind the wheel. So, but there is way too many unknowns with that GP 39. I mean, I haven't. Did anyone hear if they tested? I know Patrick was testing the 350 tonight, but
and he went.
I didn't know.
I think he won a heat or 2 in Brockville on that thing too.
Huh.
Yeah, you kind of picked right up where he left off.
Who, Patrick?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure he won a heat or 2 up in Brockville.
Patrick was driving 5-liter/350 before you guys were even born.
Yeah. Well, I know I got to see those they released those like 1996. I think it was like the GP. They had like a series at that time. You know, Eddie, I think was the one that found him and got him up on his YouTube.
Oh, the videos?
Yeah, the ones with Uncle George was in one of them.
Yeah.
And they had some of those races. They showed 350 heats as well, if I remember correctly.
Well, back then they were 5 liters.
Or 5 liters, but yeah.
So back then he was was it the iTech?
I think it might have been.
Detweiler saying
Export A.
Export A. So if he was in Export A, that means he was in the 2.5. Because I don't think they Export A I could be wrong. I don't think let's see. Hold on. Steve Weber's in here. He should know. Did Export A have a 5-liter?
It's gonna take a minute.
Shout out to Jamie McClure for fixing up our wing this weekend, and Mason.
Yeah.
Also, Mason, remember, you can't grind off vinyl wrap.
I'm not sure. I'm not. Okay. Yeah, it was only 2.5. Okay. I don't know if. Are you sure that he drove the GP39 before? Because he drove the Pocket Mechanic, but this isn't the Pocket Mechanic.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Often.
yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting to see what that boat can do. I mean, obviously the boat's ran before. Like you said, it's a new setup. They're going to have to figure some stuff out. Running at the front is going to be remarkable if they manage to do that right out of the box.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It would be
can
very
happen.
impressive.
I mean, Brandon
anything's possible.
35 last year.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, you never know how it's going to go. And I mean, at the end of the day, let's say we had 5 1-2-year-old or 10 1-2-year-old GPs. It's Valleyfield. Anything can happen any year as it is. It's going to be
people attend to. I can't say that they step on their own feet at Valleyfield. Just because they get caught up in the moment, the hype, and everyone wants to win Valleyfield. So, some people drive over their head when normally they're great drivers, and I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be exciting, especially in the GP class. The 350s. I don't know. I can't put my thumb on who's going to win the 350. It's been so up in the air this year.
Got no idea, dude.
I think they've had different winners every weekend. I could be mistaken.
So you had Roshan last weekend. You had Cadets the weekend before, and I think Bobby the weekend before that.
Shout out Bobby King and his new fiance.
Oh yeah,
fiance Christy.
Yep.
Yeah, congratulations to him. So, where's Brandon?
Yeah, it'll be on soon. That class I mean, like we said at the beginning of the year, it was going to be impossible to predict. I mean, obviously, I think we kind of put Bobby King up in a little bit of a category of his own with that boat. And first weekend, it certainly looked like that. Obviously, a little bit of misfortune with what's happened since. But with him in having the struggles he did and missing races, it's right now it is truly wide open. I mean, shoot, Paul Barber can keep an engine together. I've got to imagine that dude's got a really good shot. I mean, I think we might have to start chasing.
Is Bobby is Bobby King? Does he have his boat fixed for Valleyfield?
He said he would.
Oh, he said he would. Oh, so it wasn't even fixed this weekend.
I think it's not completely finished. It's the structurally it's fixed, but I think he said he put primer on it. He's got to finish up painting it and everything.
Oh, there you go. He'll be there.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping we'd see some boats from out west come to Valleyfield, especially one Jeff Bernard drives, who just set the record out there.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they already have so many damn boats.
I know.
They're running four heats of them.
I know. But
I would imagine they got to have. Well, absolutely, yeah, for sure. It's just, I mean, if you already got, let's say 4 6 boat heats, I don't think they have 24 of them. But like, you're gonna stick a 7th in one of them? I guess you could, but yeah, I don't know. I hope we see that boat out here running at some point. Jay Mike's driving that this weekend. I believe.
No, I will not be driving in Valleyfield this year. I was fired.
Nor will he be in Valleyfield.
No, I'll be driving the GP 35 in Tonawanda. I like Tonawanda. Tonawanda generally treats me pretty good. So,
better than Brockville.
So, what do you guys actually? F class, there's been 3 different winners too, right?
Yep.
Eddie, John,
Grant.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like we said. Not trying to more, but it's like exactly how we said it at the beginning of the year for both of those classes.
Yeah. How did they pick the winner in Sorrel Tracy when it was canceled?
It wasn't canceled. They ran all the finals.
They ran the finals. Okay.
In Brockville, it went off points, and then if they're
like
in the F class, both heats got times. In the S class, they had to split because with the blowover, they didn't get times in the one heat, so they couldn't differentiate.
Yeah.
So they did dual spots basically.
So let's do.
I don't know. I hope
you guys have points up for HRL.
No, but I can pull them up.
Let's start with 2.5 and work our way up the GP. Don't do the GP challenge. Let's look at just GP HRL.
You just want like the order of the points?
Yeah. Let's do 3rd through 1st. And
so in 3rd and 2.5, you got Matthew Brown in the S74. In 2nd, you got Kenny Brody in the S50, and in 1st, you got Jacob Hanol in the S2.
All right.
And then Well, I'm not going to go through all 11. We got there's a lot in the 2.5 class this year.
Yeah.
We'll do top threes. So that in 2,500, you got Eddie in first, and only 3 points behind him is Grant and Lidico, and then only an additional 1 point behind him is John in the 92.
That's Grant just, smiling like everyone thought it was going to be John and Eddie with the whole Ford versus Honda, and then here's Grant. Telling you, man, Grant's fast. Grant's fast.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. So then in the speed skiffs, we got Jimmy and Peg in the 10 with a pretty big lead at the moment over really? Matt. Yeah, they're 92 points ahead of second.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
they're
then
fast.
Yeah, and then you got Max and Sam in the 45 and Dave Greenlaw in the 99 in third.
Okay.
Actually, they're actually tied for second. They both have the same points.
Oh, okay.
So got a good battle going there. It's making up 100 points is going to be really tough. They're going to need to hope for Jimmy and Peg to have some serious boat problems. And then in 350, Fred is in first in the 14.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
I mean, talk about just same thing with Grant, like, stepping up to a new class and, the level of competition is definitely quite a bit higher and just showing out, man.
Yeah.
And then you got McKenna in second and Richard Honnold in third. And they are, all within the spread's 27 points from 1 to 3.
So they're all close.
So that's still totally up in the air. And then in Grand Prix, you got the Wild One in first, Ken Lupton in second, and then 577, and Brandon in third in the 35. I thought that we got HRL points for Madison. I thought with the challenge, I guess it was just for Guntersville.
No, it was just for Guntersville.
Yeah, because I was
because
we made up all those points, but so we're still. What's the spread on that one? Spread on that one is 30 points from third to first. But in Grand Prix, I mean, that can happen. One, if the 71 has another breakdown or, has to pull it back in, that's the points that both Brandon and Ken would need to be right back on kind of level playing field.
Yeah.
So, I mean, basically every class other than, well, I guess not basically every, but the skiff's a pretty big margin for first, and 2.5 is a pretty decent margin. I think like 20 something.
And I believe, I know you guys, and I'm sure if you guys are every other class running 4 qualifiers and a final.
Yes.
Because of Friday. They'll add 4 qualifiers, a consolation heat, and a final.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we don't do consolations, but yeah, everybody else.
Everyone else does. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting.
It'll be a lot of heats this weekend.
Dude, that's how it always is in Valleyfield. It's just rapid fire the whole weekend.
Back in the 90s, there'd be over 100 boats every year there. It was crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I forget what was the highest. I'm sure someone in the chat knows.
Eddie,
what was the highest count Valleyfield's ever had in boat count?
I mean, it's quite a ways over 100. I mean, what was the boat count at the Triple Crown? It was like 112 or something like that. You're just gonna stare there and wait for him to respond.
Oh yeah,
what was the highest? What was the boat count at the Triple Crown?
I believe it was like 124. I could be mistaken. Okay. It was around there. It was in the.
I would imagine it's got to be right around there at Valleyfield, maybe a little higher for like peak year.
Oh, their peak year? No, I think it was something
John
insane.
Tomey just said 125 at the Triple Crown.
Okay.
125 at Triple Crown.
Damn near spot on.
Shout out Tomey.
Which the Triple Crown was awesome just because you literally had West Coast boats, East Coast boats, boats from Canada, boats you never hardly ever see came out for that. And it was cool. I mean, you had every driver in the country there racing. It was awesome.
Yep.
It was I mean, I don't know if you could pull off another Triple Crown. I don't know. If if someone should pull off his Triple Crown, it should be Decatur, just because of location and obviously it's closer for the West Coast. Or I don't know, maybe
and
the
it's
West
a
Coast
record
could have
course.
it. Yeah, maybe the West Coast could have it, and everyone travel out there.
We'll see. Before we, I want to go back to Madison. Who was your driver of the weekend?
Janik just said between the novice and vintage, they'll have around 107.
That's
teams
great
this year.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome turnout.
Now, what did you say? What's my prediction?
From this past weekend in Madison, who's your driver of the weekend or performance of the weekend?
It's hard to say. Unlimited, I knew Andrew was going to be fast. I knew they were going to take it. Brandon, he was just hooked up on rails. Bobby King drove the crap out of the 50.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jack
really unfortunate the one he.
Yeah, Jack Lufton, he was driving the crap out of his boat until he had put a rod through the bottom. Dylan did good in the 350. He did really good.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that boat much, so to see him running up front and pushing it on a big course like that was pretty cool.
I've never seen someone get out of the boat so fast.
Yeah, dude's climbing out before the thing even stops.
It's crazy. He gets to the dock and the lid is coming up and his upper torso is already out of the cockpit.
You'd think he was getting out of the boat to catch himself,
I think he's gonna fight someone the first time.
Yeah. Like the first time I saw it, I thought that he didn't have anybody on the dock helping him, and he was getting out to catch himself. I was like, damn, you got to process.
He was fast
man.
though.
Yeah, he was.
Also want to shout out Alex Manga this weekend.
Yeah.
He
did a really good job.
Killed it. He actually jumped the gun in the final, which admittedly, I will say it on here, I told him to do because I wanted him in the first turn, and he went out and did it. And he was actually still really close to the start.
Yeah.
And he had a few battles.
Yeah, him and Jeff St.
Passed some people, and it was a great weekend for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like third race weekend, something like that.
No, he's doing good.
I told him the one I think probably not long after Austin did. I was like, dude, I don't care if you jump the gun.
Yeah.
Get close to that. Because after the first day, they told him like move up and start with them. And then the first 2 times on Sunday, he was just late, which I'm not going to hate on it. I was doing that beginning of this year even. But we were like, gotta push it and get up there. And then he tried, man. I mean, he was over by less. It was like 0.7 seconds, something like that. Not crazy.
I think if I have to, I'd have to do a split between the two drivers, Dylan or Kevin Ecrete. He's coming out,
dude.
Brand new ride. He's doing really good. So, it's between Kevin and Dylan.
What's up, Bob?
That grin, man.
I'm like, oh man,
that grin, man.
What's up, Bob?
What's up, buddy? Well, how was your weekend?
Well, I lost like 10 pounds. Didn't eat. Haven't had solid poop in a week. It's great.
Jesus. So how was the turnout for Madison?
I mean, from Friday to Sunday, we probably had 35,000 people come through. We sold to 42 of the 48 lower states. I mean, we over doubled our what's the word I'm looking for? Sales from last year. So it was absolutely fantastic.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really good.
And you were able to finish the unlimited final.
Yeah, first time in 2 years or 3 years we've been able to do that.
Go ahead.
It was fantastic. Good racing all the way around from the 350s all the way up to unlimiteds. I thought the 350s put on a really good show, considering. I would have loved to see Bobby King's 242 there, but he would have ran around everybody. It was good to see Dylan out there, Jeff Sancure, Alex Manga. I don't know if he was driving though. I can't remember.
He did.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
it was good to see those guys go out there, get a little confidence, and run for a little while.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was fun, and it was good for Joe Lass. He's been struggling with some, what I think, I don't know. I forgot what he said it was. I think it was something related to fueling issues. And the final, he went out and it seemed to be much better. And obviously, that's a good time to get something fixed right before Valleyfield.
Yeah. Hey, Bob, I got a question.
Uh-oh.
How many selfies did TJ send you?
I think I got like 3 or 4 of them.
God,
You were in them. You were in them.
I know. Every time I saw him, he's like, "Hey, we gotta send something to Bob."
So, someone just said that in 1988, the Triple Crown at, I believe, it was Valleyfield, had 150 boats.
That's crazy.
150 plus.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I would hate to be that referee.
Yeah, right.
Hate to be that crane operator.
Oh man, no, anyone. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do at a race site. If you're operating a crane, refereeing, turn judge, volunteer in the pits, the pit gate, you just a long
Anyone
weekend,
but
no matter
Kyle
what,
Bikes.
right? Kyle's on a golf cart all the day.
Yeah, that's right.
Riding in a car instead of
or
the
he's
boat
riding in a
sponsors.
convertible.
I was riding in a convertible. I tried to come back to the boat, but my wife wouldn't let me. So
Did
She
you
said-
or go ahead.
she said we had to go camping up north. So
Oh,
Sarah's gonna hate me. Sarah, I didn't mean that. That was
when do you leave for Valleyfield?
Thursday morning at like 5 or 6 in the morning.
All right.
Nice.
We were supposed to land like 1 or 2 o'clock, but we've already got delayed. Of course, I think we're landing around 4:30 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got a layover in Toronto for about 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Are you going?
Fun. No. I'll be in Tonawanda if you want to go to Tonawanda.
Well, so my dad's trying to talk my mom and my wife into letting us go to Tri-Cities.
Oh, really?
So I don't know. I haven't worked like at all in the last 3 weeks, so my boss is probably super pissed.
What, Forest?
No, my actual paying job.
Oh,
My insurance job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, it was a super good weekend. It was a lot of fun. I mean, we did almost $100,000 in beer sales Friday, Saturday night at the concert. So people were drinking heavily, which is good. No real issues, so that's always a plus.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. I mean, the
That's
weather
awesome.
was other than the little bit Friday morning. I don't think you could have got much better. Obviously, it was
No.
hot, but
Yeah, the river Saturday was a little different. The wind was coming up river, creating nothing crazy, but creating a little bit of white caps as they were going. But moving the smaller course upriver about 700 feet really helped out.
Yeah.
I think we can run 2.5s on there now.
Hey, that water
know.
that you had Sunday, yeah, you could run 2.5s on there.
yeah,
Sunday was phenomenal water.
Yeah, Sunday was perfect.
yeah.
I mean, no one was getting out of shape. Everyone was handling good through the corners and nothing stupid happening. So that was definitely a plus. So maybe moving the course did have a big impact on it.
I mean, we made it out of the weekend without even a spin.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's
No
not
spin,
one
no blowover, no.
Yeah,
Ken Lupton probably came the closest to an accident. He bounced that thing a few times on the time trial run on the front stretch. But that was like the closest I saw all weekend anybody.
Yeah, Corey
Was that right past the docks?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I did the same thing last year.
Yes.
It was weird.
Did you do anything this year?
Man.
So
Corey,
I kind of thought it.
go ahead.
Oh yeah, Corey did. I kind of
So,
thought it
yeah,
was. A
What
joke.
was that? It wasn't.
I
don't know.
assume they're probably going to blame it on the hole, but both
Yeah.
times he was nowhere near where it's at. They get super nervous, and this is me talking like I've raced a boat my whole life, and I've never even sat in one. But I feel like they just get super nervous going into it. I mean, Jimmy Shane never really had an issue. Steve David never did. They kind of flew over it. I think it's in their head now that, oh shit, this hole's here. But I don't know. It doesn't get much better than what it got Sunday.
No, it looked really good.
Yeah, that's when it happened to him both times.
It looked even better for my my house when I was in AC at 68 degrees.
I thought you were camping.
We went home Sunday, and I watched the final.
Okay,
Watched the
yeah,
final on my
okay.
TV.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So we've now had both Jamie and Mason say it. I kind of thought it was a joke, but Mason just said, "Yo, guys, just so you know, the wing is painted yellow."
Yeah, so you're gonna have a red, white.
I guess.
yellow boat.
Yeah, I guess we got the bird boat wing, and on the TM special.
Mason
So
didn't do
ends-
anything though. Let's be honest.
No, he just tried
It's all his
to
dad.
grind off the vinyl wrap,
Either that, or he
and then
made his uncle
thought
Ray
it was
do
bad
it.
paint.
Hold on, fellas. I got a baby
So-
screaming.
No,
Looking at the monitor fixes it.
Bro, I know how to mute and unmute a mic. I'm like you, bro.
So, Pipes, who was your performance of the weekend?
I mean, basically all the favorites won. I mean, if I'm picking somebody, it's got to be Kevin Egret. I mean, they've just been grinding for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and have been consistent. They won a heat last week in Gunnersville. Now I know I think every other boat went dead, but they're working hard.
He kept it running.
You got to finish,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it pays off. So I would put it to him. I mean, obviously Andrew dominated all weekend. Brandon dominated all weekend. Dylan Goodell, Joe Les. I mean, Jeff Sancure, I think he got a third place finish in a heat, and he's probably has less money than what I do. So it was just a good weekend all the way around. Good racing, clean racing. I mean, no issues other than a weird qualifying. That was weird with the unlimiteds. I don't know about that. Seemed a little fishy once it all came out because only 2 boats were legal and they were from the same team. But
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I do know that with the data thing with J Mike in the one heat, I did see that Daryl Strong basically said he was on board with it, or accepted it at least,
Right.
which is, I mean, it's cool to see that. And I don't personally agree with that decision. Again, it's not really my place, but it's H1's data. If your data doesn't work, I don't know.
Brandon
Man,
and
if
I
they
saw him in the pits Saturday night, and I told him, I was like, man, that you ran good, looked fast, super clean, got through the corners well. He's like, yeah, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And then he explained everything. I'm like, that. I was basically telling you guys want a 3-year-old daughter, you can have her.
I got a 2-year-old daughter. I don't want any more kids.
I was basically telling him that H1 needs to just take that rule book, throw it in the Ohio River, and watch it float down and just start over. But
no, I think some changes are coming for sure.
Yeah, Mike Dinslow. I talked to him for a while on the judges' stand on Sunday, and they are trying. It's just going to take a little bit to work these kinks out. Unfortunately, it's happened 2 days in a row here where they changed something at midnight again, which I know he hates doing because the common fan that has no idea what's going on with the sport just sees, oh, J. Michael got disqualified at 11 o'clock Saturday night. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're hurting the fans at that point.
Yeah, for sure. It's boat racing is already to some degree to a person that's completely foreign to it. It's already semi hard to understand as it is.
Yep.
Got to figure out a starting procedure, how many laps you're running, all the different penalties you can get, and then you got tech inspection. I already don't even love, and I know that's the way it's set up, and it was done to try and keep attrition at a reasonable level. But I don't even love results are unofficial until tech inspection because once the heat's over, people want to be able to relax, go up to get a beer or something. But you kind of got to listen and be attentive to figure out what the results actually end up being.
Yeah, I was on the judges' stand a little bit Sunday, and Dinslow, every time somebody would say, here's the order of finish, he would remind the PA, whoever, that pending tech. Like, they're reminding people, and they're trying to make it quicker and easier, but they still had two boo-boos this weekend with Andrew and everybody but the strong team getting basically disqualified in qualifying, and then JMK's issue with his fuse box, H1 fuse box. But The starting procedure is maybe more confusing now than what it was, just from a common fan's perspective.
Yeah, because they almost hit 2 starts.
Yeah, score up at 130. People see all 4 boats basically coming up at the same time for a score up, and they think they're starting.
Yeah,
because then they take off and try to not get leapfrog. It's just weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I wish they would just go to. Oh Jesus! All right, I'm off. See you, fellas.
You're back.
I just wish they would cut it down from 5 minutes to like 2 minutes, and you have to cross start finish once. I know everybody loves fighting for lanes, but just go assigned lanes.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad for unlimiteds. I mean, it would dice it up. It would mix it up. Unfortunately, I mean, I think Jamie Nielsen's a better lane fighter than most of those unlimited drivers. That dude can get it inside.
So
9 times out of 10.
Let me play devil's advocate here. Do you think people fight with him, or do you think they don't because they know they can drive around him?
I don't know. Did you watch Guntersville? They weren't driving around him in Guntersville.
Did you watch Madison?
The final. I watched
him and Dustin struggled a little bit this week, and I don't know.
Yeah. And I know it's boat racing, but Jamie went from running really well down at obviously a bigger course, wider turns, shorter straights. Maybe that's it. But they struggled here. They couldn't find anything. Yeah. Hell, Corey almost spun out at the lap 1, turn 1, and ended up passing him easily by lap 3. And it's a 5-lap final.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sure
I know the 11 are in really good in Guntersville, so I didn't get to watch every unlimited heat. I was more focused on just watching the GP heats because I was off doing family things and I couldn't stick glued to my phone. But
hey, you have to be glued to your phone to watch our heats because we're getting close to Valleyfield level now down here.
Yeah, clicking them off like that.
Not quite. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'll let Kyle, Austin, and Brandon talk, but my bias take is it was decent. It could obviously be better, but I thought it went pretty well.
Yeah. I will say there was one moment in the final when Andrew finally started to pull away pretty good, and he passed in front of the pits and all the fans, and you heard all of the Madison fans just go crazy. That was awesome to hear, getting behind their home boat and everything, and it was loud. There's a lot of fans up there, so
there were probably 7,000-8,000 people there on Sunday.
Yeah, that's awesome. It sounds like Madison needs to get a GP team or just to jump on board with you with the 35.
I was talking to my Sunrise Party Co people, and they're already ready for next year. They were talking about a full year sponsorship.
Were the kids excited?
Oh, the kids were pumped. So I took Brandon down there Saturday evening to Carson, and the kids came down too, and the kids went nuts. They had him sign his autograph cards and buttons and all kinds of stuff. Well, Grindell threw out some Frisbees, and one of those kids got one, so I had Brandon sign that too.
I wasn't mean enough to X out the 79 on it. I left it there.
X35.
Yeah, but no, the kids loved it. I thought the kids would love it more than the adults, but Brandon, correct me if I'm wrong. They were nuts. They thought Brandon was the coolest guy there.
I heard Brandon had a buddy.
Yeah, I was looking for the moon. He said he was going to moon me when I came around turn 2, like them guys did in Valleyfield a few years back to Hootie. I was like, do it. And then he grabbed 2 buttons. I was like, what are them buttons for? He's like, my nips. I was like, oh my God.
That dude was nuts. So I was standing over there just talking, and Jordan, the kind of the Party Cove founder, was like, hey, you need to go save Brandon. I look over there, and they're talking about who his favorite active hockey player, and
he thought I was from Canada.
Like, what was Canada's #1 sport besides hockey? Like, just random stuff. I was like, hey, Brandon, you ready to go? Yep.
So, Brandon, was this water this weekend the best you've seen at Madison?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it was deceiving. It wasn't as smooth as it looked, but it was definitely better than any other year, and definitely moving the course made a huge difference. I think just not only getting us out of that first turn where there's that hole, which I never found, but they say it was there. But to get us closer to the rest of the fans down towards the bridge, I think was really cool. Instead of just being in that one area where basically the pit area gets to see the race. I think that was a great move.
Yeah, because those fans, they stretch beyond the bridge. I mean, they go, it's like a mile long of fans along the shoreline there. But yeah, you also have fans on after the pits going up to turn one. There's fans everywhere.
VIP tents and all that.
Yep. So that's cool. Who do you? So besides, you can't pick yourself. Who would you give? What would you call it? What would you call it?
Performance
Kyle?
of the weekend.
The performance of the weekend. In any class, who do you think?
Man, I don't know. A lot of people had good performances. Dylan Goodell ran pretty good in 350. That was cool to see. And looked like they mixed it up a lot. But GP, I mean, the consistency of Kevin Eckert getting the Charger there definitely is great.
Hey, great
it's unanimous.
Like, man.
It's unanimous. I said it was a toss up between Goodell and Eckert. I mean,
there you
just
go.
Eckert.
So,
Dude, he can't pronounce nothing right.
How many
man.
times has he said Gunther'sville?
It's okay, buddy. You're beeps, and according to Ronnie. He said, Kyle beeps.
I don't even know my name. What up, Beeps?
I've been around for 4
I'm never
years.
saying pipes again. I'm never saying pipes again. It's
Golly.
Beep, beep.
I am pulling that money, Rob.
It's the Roadrunner. Beep, beep.
That's kind of what he's like when he's usually on the podcast, running around. Beep, beep.
I'm exhausted. I haven't really said too much tonight. I'm still trying to catch up before we get to Canada.
I was surprised you
no
came
doubt.
on, man. I figured you'd be sleeping for like the next 3 days until you flew out.
No, I had to work today. I got to work tomorrow, and then we fly out Thursday. So,
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
whatever. Yeah.
I will say, dude, awesome shirts. The Bowie Hunter shirts and the America shirts. They turned out awesome.
Did you sell a
Yeah.
ton of the America shirts? Oh, those are sweet.
We didn't sell a ton there, but we got a bunch on pre-order.
Look at that.
Also,
That America one is
That is sweet.
badass.
That's
Oh, dude, I love this shirt.
I'm not sure if
I
we've
can't
done a
believe how
post
many
for it yet
people
or
from
not.
Quebec want that thing. That
Yeah.
pre-ordered it for Valleyfield. I'm like, it's an American shirt, but all right, cool. I love it.
Right?
And we just had someone from a kid from out west that wants one. I think it's Jerry Hop's grandson.
Nice.
He messaged us on the Chasin Tails messenger.
Yeah, maybe Kyle could get
I'll
us
say
set
we'll
up with
figure it out.
an ordering site. You know, you think you'd know how to do that, right?
Don't
We're
even
lucky.
start.
We're lucky he could get the phone to work to get on here.
Right.
So, I'm
At
not-
least he's got internet connection. Jeff Ayler was like, I want to get on a podcast, but we don't have no internet up in Rikers Ridge. So he's going to go up
Man.
to Sunrise Party Cove and
Yeah.
get on with us.
I'm just gonna have to
There we go.
tell him to meet me at Boneyard or something.
There you
We'll
go.
hop on soon.
There you go. That would be cool.
He gave us our most shout outs yet. It was cool. I was walking down the fan area or watching the YouTube stream, and I'm like, hey, look at him talk about the podcast. I like that.
I
that's
know.
cool.
That was awesome.
I'm not sure if we've done a post for it yet or not, but we were able to give out our first Bowie Hunters
Yeah.
shirt this weekend to Joe Less. The
That's awesome.
E or H500.
Bobby, you hit any
Yeah.
buoys yet this year?
Not this year.
On the pontoon.
Oh man.
When you guys were down racing in Gunnersville and he was up in Brockville, I took the kayak out and I saw a buoy. I couldn't help myself. I had to
Go to the bathroom.
paddle
Just got
over
that
and take a
attraction
video.
to
hit
it.
I'm
the
telling
thing.
you, Austin's got a natural attraction to
Dude.
buoys, man.
I'm great at spinning them and hitting them apparently without
You have
hitting them.
you have
Technically.
sliced one, you have punted one, and you
I
have
did
spun.
slice one.
The one in Lakeland.
Yeah, I
You
guess I did
slice
land
on it. There's a picture of it, man.
Yeah, that thing. Well, I sliced it and threw it quite far.
Yeah, nothing like the
Yeah.
one in Cambridge. So
Yeah, that thing went so far. I'm
That-
just still shocked how I didn't get called.
yeah. You were like, should I go up and ask them? And I'm like, absolutely not. If
No.
they didn't see it, let's not remind them.
Yeah, that was me in Lakeland. I went up as like, I got shoved into that buoy. Like, is there any penalty? Like, is there a call for that? And they're like, there's no penalties in this heat. I'm like, so they don't get called for that? And he's like, no, you're not getting it. There's no penalties. no one hit a buoy. It's
You
like,
better watch out, man. I've been
leaving.
called way after a race for missing a buoy. Wait, I think so did Brandon.
I still think I got the
Oh no,
best
Brandon
one.
didn't.
Salina.
Brandon didn't, but I got called. I got called the same year.
Yeah, Salina. I went out there and we had that same starting procedure like Unlimited has, and I was parking by the start finish line buoy, and someone came by and kind of bumped me. So when I went to take off, I hit the start finish line buoy. Came back around for a start. I'm like, damn, it's gone. We got black
that
flag.
somebody's not Bob, right?
No, it wasn't Bob this time. We got black flagged. I'm
This
like,
time.
cool, I got a gimme. And then all of a sudden they're like, nope, this is the world's penalties carry over. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Which I don't know if that I call BS on that. They can't carry over.
I
Google
don't know
it.
how they did it.
I don't know.
Google it.
Google it, man. Try to look up anything on that APBA website.
No,
I try to look up the rule book all the time. It sends me back to like 2019.
You can't even read. Hey, Brandon, what do you think about that trophy in the center right behind you?
it's unique. Kind of look pieced together, but it's unique. You make that one?
No, I made the
Okay.
I made the challenge series one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey, you got another one added to the desk though.
Yeah, it's getting pretty full. Might need a different studio. We keep this going.
well, it's a 2x3 desk. It doesn't take long to fill it up.
It's a small area. You should see what's stuffed on the other side of the screen.
So
Too much kid junk.
Brandon, you weren't on here before. Obviously, you probably seen the driver announcements today.
Yeah,
Patrick
I did.
Hayworth and the 39, and then Kent Henderson and the Canada boy.
What's that? Their 10th driver?
Yeah,
I think so.
Is that
I mean,
Schaller?
up there.
Yeah, Schallers.
Yeah, it's up there.
I did see Steve Morris was over there working on it today, so I'm excited to see that boat run. Patrick, obviously, he's driven that boat before. Went back when it was an unlimited light.
No, he didn't
So,
drive that boat.
He drove that one in the pocket mechanic.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I
Pretty
thought it was
sure.
just a pocket mechanic.
I'm
Stay in your
pretty
lane, Bob. Stay in your lane.
I'm pretty sure he drove that one out west too.
Can I
But yeah,
see
definitely
chat
did the
on
pocket mechanic.
What?
Can I see chat? How do I do that?
If you look at
You-
Facebook,
You got to
or
go
You gotta
into
look at
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, F that.
So
Nope.
speaking,
He's
of
about to hop
driver
off. He's like,
announcements-
the chat's more fun.
Hey,
Has Grandel been on today?
Not
I haven't
yet.
seen it.
he was driving.
Speaking
He must be
Speaking
busy.
of driver announcements, we did have a comment that we have to ask you about, Brandon.
All right.
Kyle
Here we go.
Detweiler, who is Brandon guest driving for in Tonawanda?
Me
Heard
guest
of it.
driving. Nope, I ain't guest driving nothing.
Guest driving down to Florida, though.
I'll be
He's-
sitting in the water with an ice cold beer in my hand, chilling, watching the races, unless it's storming.
Unless it's storming.
Then you just be sitting in Hooters.
Yep, exactly.
I think the only way Brandon will go to Tonawanda is if there's a skiff there for him to drive.
Yeah, I need redemption.
Hey, I got Carson a gift for when we get up to Canada.
Oh
too.
God, that's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, only like 3 of us will think it's funny. Maybe her dad as well.
All right, that's gonna be.
I think
a
I'm
good
more
one, then.
scared after that sentence.
Yeah, you should be.
It was something that happened. I don't. What was that? Friday night or Saturday night?
Yeah. Yep. Friday.
All
night.
right.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give it to her, see what she says.
This would be great. We'll have to get her on video. Can't just let it hang. It's gotta be recorded.
It's not an appropriate podcast conversation, guys. Brandon will explain it to you off air.
I kind of picked up on that.
All right, Pipes. 2.5
Am I,
up
am
to
I
Grand
getting kicked
Prix.
off?
No. 2.5 up to Grand Prix.
Sounds like you want to leave.
Give me predictions in Valleyfield.
2.5. I don't even know who else runs besides you guys. So you guys,
Okay,
Sweet.
I'll take it.
Solid.
2,500. I gotta go with my boy Fast Eddie.
Okay.
Eddie and I are
Good
getting
pick,
ready to
good
start a
pick.
podcast.
Chasing tails.
Chasing tails, just recapping what you guys talk about.
AKA just highlighting Bob talking.
Yeah. 350s. Man, I really wish Paul Barber could get one. I really do. I feel like that boat's running really well this year.
He just has some tough breaks.
Yeah, I think he gets it. I think Paul gets it. Grand Prix, probably, I don't know. Probably Tate. He's the only decent boat driver there.
Yeah, pretty much. I told him we can't both win again. It's only going to be one or the other.
Right. And I told Jeff, Bernard, everybody I've talking to, everybody I've talking to, I told them I hope they finish second. So, but I am surprised to see that Kent Henderson is going to drive another different haul again.
Yeah. He's the new Mike Monahan, world's greatest backup driver. Definitely.
Except he can't finish a heat.
No.
I was talking crap to him this weekend as well. No, I mean nobody was safe when I saw him. So I don't even know Kent.
Dude, we were like on the break. I was laying in the toter watching soccer game on my phone, and I heard the back door open pipes like, "What's going on in here?" I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Just me. Yeah, I don't even think Ronnie knows I'm there half the time.
No, sneaking in the back door.
Yeah,
BB.
Sandy does. Sandy's like an eagle down there.
Oh yeah,
She knows
Bob,
everything that's going on.
I got to spot for Brandon.
he did.
You did?
Three. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He whispered sweet nothings to me.
You're like the first one in like 10 years to be spot for him. Usually
I listened to Sandy and I got bored because she didn't say anything.
So yeah, I like it. That's how I like
45 seconds, 30 seconds. And that's it.
Oh.
You should go listen
that's
to
a good thing.
Grandel.
That's all you need.
Go listen to Grandel on the radio.
If Grindel and Cropfeld got on a freaking radio, I'd probably shoot myself. There's no way.
No doubt.
That's why Jeff doesn't talk. He's so quiet.
He's just listening.
Yeah,
Can't get a word in.
I was driving Grandel's 2.5 one time, and I forget where it was, and he was just wobble. I reached up and unplugged it. I was like, all right, that's enough. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I love the man, but damn, it's like, I don't know how there's that much stuff going out on the race course where he doesn't stop talking. Like,
And
it can't be that much.
Not when it's assigned lanes. There's nothing to talk about.
No.
Oh, this is back when it was fighting for lanes.
I'll tell you who never shuts up on the radio is Andrew Tate's spotter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Dad has a scanner and he'll listen in. What the?
My bad.
hell? What are we doing?
I doubled up there for a second.
Yeah,
I thought I was producer.
Oh man,
Dad was listening to Andrew down in Gunnersville, and his spotter literally didn't stop talking the whole time.
Wow.
Watch the lights.
Who's his spotter?
Some dude from Buffalo. He filled in for
Keblin. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy that usually does.
He always does.
radios
He always
in
does.
GP, right?
Yeah, he always does Tate's
Okay.
videos.
Yeah, he does it in everything.
Yep.
Has the Madison town been buzzing pretty good after getting a win in the hometown boat?
Oh yeah, everybody loves it. Andrew kind of said it best. He said it's really good to be the good guy here instead of the bad guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went nuts because it's been 2 or 3 years really. I mean, last year we weren't super competitive. The year before that, I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
was
Dylan
Jimmy.
And
Yeah.
the one before you still had Jimmy, but didn't something happen in the final?
lame, Bob. You don't even have a ride.
You don't even have a ride.
You don't need to try to impress people.
But what happened to Jimmy Shane that last year running here?
Nothing. Corey flew over.
Yeah,
Didn't finish the heat.
Oh,
Jimmy-
yeah.
Jimmy ran about lane 12 and beat everybody. Same thing Andrew's doing this year. Doesn't even try to fight for lanes. Just goes to 3 or 4 and nails your start. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's wicked.
How much you guys
try-
want to bet Strong Racing as a GP next year?
$0.
Shocking.
$0.
Pretty
I
evident.
did try to get Brandon an unlimited ride, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
The
We'll
old.
No,
Madison
after
boat?
JMK got disqualified for that issue, I tried to tell him to let Brandon test it. He wouldn't let him.
Yeah, nope. He's like, nope. Last time I let somebody drive a boat in our group, they took my ride.
Well, just for the record, Brandon was the only GP driver who has not been in unlimited. That
Yep.
was in Madison.
Do you know why he doesn't get a chance?
Why is that?
Because he lives east of the Mississippi.
Very much.
They don't give anybody chances.
He wasn't the only one. I mean, he had the
Andrew and
Luftons.
Bobby.
That's Michigan.
Who are their dads, though?
That's,
Yeah.
that's true.
I love Junior. I love Junior.
That's
but-
true.
Junior didn't get an unlimited ride either.
Yeah.
Andrew could be half the driver that he is, and he would still get a chance. And
For sure.
not knocking Andrew at all. He's a fantastic driver,
yeah.
but that's just how it works. Mark Tate was that good, so Andrew had big shoes to fill, and luckily
For
he's doing it. So
Yeah.
I will say he's still not Madison's favorite yet. There's no people yelling his name like they did. Jimmy Shane.
yeah,
We're at awards. I'm like, I don't hear none of that.
No.
Give it a couple more years, I guess.
Yeah, he's got to win a couple more.
That was funny.
But yeah, hey, how close are you to Dave Bardish's shop up there?
40 minutes.
Why don't you stop in there tomorrow? See if he's there. Give me his number. I gotta talk to him.
He's probably not there. I don't even is he ever going to bring his unlimiteds back out or what?
That's
That's
what Kyle's
why.
talking about. He's going to sponsor him.
Oh, he's going
In the Sunrise Party Cove, unlimited.
He doesn't need the money, but I would give him some money if he'd throw my name on it.
Yeah. He's got like 4 unlimited sitting there.
Beep, beep.
2
I was
or
about to
3
say, we're
that
gonna
are
call it the beep
competitive.
beep.
The beep beep.
Yeah. We'd be
We'll get
fucking-
disqualified every race because we're gonna throw a big ass thing on the back that just makes the turbine go beep beep. They backfire. It's gonna be beep.
He's got one of those bells that you got to shake, and so every time the boat whacks, it,
Yeah, you think
Yeah.
Jay Michael gets disqualified for a fuse blowing that he can't control? We definitely get disqualified for that.
100%.
It wasn't even their fuse. It was H1's fuse.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jay Mike said, we can't even get in it. We don't even. They put it in it and take it out.
Yeah,
They
were
need to do a
explaining
clean slate of
the
them.
rule. Yeah,
Go ahead.
it's such an old rule. Is back in the day, like the old teams would go in and pop a fuse. So, the data didn't read, so you can't look at if I cheated or not. But now H1 puts it in, takes it out. They have full control of it. So now the rule should just be.
Yeah, they're putting it in on the docks.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, it's
Yeah,
that
they're-
critical?
There were a couple crew chiefs. I'm not going to name names that found a workaround of all that stuff back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
One of them, well, actually, both of them are still active in the sport somehow. But
Corey tried to find a way around it. Just bust your sponsons off.
hey,
Yeah,
hey,
right.
hey, speaking of Corey, what?
Oh no.
Oh,
Bob.
jeez. No.
Bob,
Oh no. Oh no.
I swear, like, what is up with
No.
the like? How does everyone know everything in the pits? Man,
Spreads like wildfire.
yeah.
man.
I mean, that one probably spread pretty quick because you texted the wrong person.
I texted Corey, man.
Yeah, should have been a little patient. I think Brandon would have answered you.
So don't throw me under the bus now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I just wanted him to know what he's missing and why he shouldn't miss Madison ever.
I'll be at Madison next year. I promise.
No, you're going up
I
north
promise.
for a freaking
No, I promise.
camping trip.
I'm all camped out.
You want me to bring the J stocks here so you can find a ride?
Oh man, it is rough.
No, what we need there is, have you seen them tri-hauls
I'll do
that
that.
they run
Ray.
with them
The Texas
tunnel boats,
Tri-Hauls.
Texas tri-hauls? We need them there. Go out there and just play bumper boats.
Could you
Heck
imagine
yeah.
the Madison
God.
crowd watching that shit?
Oh my God, they would go
Ugh.
wild.
They would go insane.
Dude,
Yeah.
Dude, just the NASCAR style start would have that crowd buzzing, man.
Yeah, that'd be epic.
Hey, did you send them the video of the fight by your camper?
Nah,
There's
some
a
of them
fight
saw it
by
on
I
your
saw
Snapchat.
it.
Oh yeah, it was epic.
Throwing the barrier.
They were throwing barricades at each other, and then Sandy just walks through and is like, "I thought y'all was in this shit." We're like, "No, we just watching this time."
Throwing
Oh.
barricades and running the other way.
Yeah, pretty much. Just hoping someone. I
And-
was like, "Is somebody gonna throw a punch, or are we just gonna talk about each other for a little
chest
bit?"
bumps and
No alcohol.
That was my
Some
favorite part.
Nah.
Those two dudes sitting there just like this at each other.
Yeah, big
It's
old
like-
chest out.
Somebody hit somebody already.
Was it
Well, that
like
guy was
older?
super nice because Brandon made him move his camper.
Yeah. Ain't my fault. This Madison Regatta can't get their campings
Did
situated.
you make someone move a camper again?
Yeah, man. 2 of them. Y'all gotta back it up. Kyle smoothed it over for me.
Yeah, it cost me all kinds of stuff.
Just add it to Regatta tab. You're all right.
And that's the stuff that gets you in trouble down here. No, I
right.
got it all straightened out though.
We did.
Got to do everything.
All right. What were
Thanks,
you gonna say,
John.
Bob?
I will go to Madison next year if Kyle beep beep rides on the GP35 through the parade.
I get my own car next year, man. I'm a big deal.
Okay,
He a big deal. He was president.
let it ghost ride. Let it be empty.
Let
My
it-
dad-
We'll
my
get,
let me
dad-
drive it.
hey, we will get a cardboard cutout of you and put you in the car so you can ride in the Jeep on the
But
GP with us.
My dad's riding with me now.
Oh.
Okay, well, no, you
Your
know
dad
what?
likes the
You go be
boat.
up in the car. Your dad can come on the boat with us.
That's fine. He'll probably like that more, anyways.
He can just leave his tow rope in his boat, though.
No,
we'll tell him
we're-
he can sit in the boat.
That's what we're gonna do. Bob, instead of towing the boat, Bob's gonna
Pull
pull
the
it
boat.
with a rope, and then that will make bikes get on the boat.
No
I
front wheel
do.
too.
I do have like 12 or 15 of your shirts going to Valleyfield with me, Bob.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna toss them out.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
Connor
Hey,
gets
let me-
one.
Let me
Eddie.
take a couple up during driver intros.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Let me throw a couple.
Eddie's gonna wear it under his driver's suits after he wins. He just unzips the
Opens
driver's
it
suit.
up.
Pulls it
Oh,
out.
nice, nice.
Ronnie's gonna be pissed.
Hey, beep beep. Mason McClure said he wants you to ride in the skiff with him.
No, I don't trust that dude doing anything. I don't even know him that well. But I'll ride in the
You-
skip.
You
I'll
know
do
him
it.
well enough.
We're not gonna hit the start on time.
It's better to not know the who you're riding the skiff with.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to. Knowing both of them, I ain't getting in a skiff with you guys.
Pretty smart.
Bob's gonna
Track
just
records
make it
aren't
do
too
a full.
good.
Yeah.
Bob
Skiffs
has
are
a-
like the Texas what? The Texas Tri-Hawks. You
Tri-Hawks.
just go in the
Yeah.
first turn and just whatever happens, happens.
That's it.
I wouldn't get in there with Bob. He's a little rusty. He hadn't been in a boat in over a year.
I was in a pontoon boat last weekend.
Oh, up north camping? Yeah.
Hey, he sat in ours in our driveway.
Yeah, I did.
You fit?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I fit.
Why
Dude,
don't you drive
that
that?
new cell's massive, man.
I fit in anything.
I think my dad would fit in the boat. I don't know if he'd have any clearance, but he could get in it now.
I
Hey,
think
I
we
need
moved
that-
the
I need
steering
that
far
picture
forward,
of your
getting
dad.
used behind
Yeah,
it.
we didn't put that on
Right.
t-shirt.
I'm putting it on a t-shirt, and I'm giving it to Patty this weekend.
Oh God, that one.
Yep.
I thought you
Yeah,
meant
that
the fireball at
Both of
first.
them. Fireball
Oh,
suit and
wow.
that one.
The fireball can go on the back.
I didn't get the second position though. That's the bad. That was the bad one. I was too busy hyperventilating.
All right, Brandon.
Careful, he's gonna watch this. and
Let's
come
talk-
down.
let's
Don't
talk
get this
a-
under
Surprised
control
he
now.
hasn't.
Let's
Don't
talk
be
a
the voice
little.
of reason. Let Brandon do that job.
Let's talk GP coming up the Valleyfield.
Man. it's gonna
Are
be
people are some of these teams going to get it together? I
Yeah.
mean,
I think so. Somehow they put it together for Valleyfield.
I think so. I like I said earlier, I kind of wish Jimmy King made it to Madison to try to figure out the handling with that boat so they can go to Valleyfield and have a better weekend since he had some handling issues in Guntersville. but at least they are making Valleyfield.
Yeah.
So we'll see there. And
17
same thing with the
15 will both be there.
GP39. I wish they made it to a race before Valleyfield, because boat's totally redone, new cell, new engine,
New driver
again.
again.
Which driver? And that I want to know how like gearbox is going to work, because that thing is wild looking.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
What's different about that one than like
electronic
George?
fuel
It
injection.
looks like something off of an F1 car.
It's like an inline
crazy,
type of gearbox, I think.
Was
It's
it
been a
supposed
long
to
time
be
since I saw the pictures, but
supposed to be better, worse? Like what's
I don't know. It's hard to
I
tell.
think it just went different. Just wanted
to do different things.
makes sense?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
so who else we got?
I think everybody's going to get it together. I mean, I think you saw a glimpse of what it's going to be in Madison, with obviously everyone started to get fast at the right time, and now they have the few days to put it back together and get ready for Valleyfield. I mean, it's going to be tough competition. I don't think you're going to luck into a final there. I think you're going to have to get first, second, third every heat to make it in the final. If we have 12 boats, I think we do 2 consies, so there's only, what's that, be 4 spots for the front line that you can make it in on points.
So they will. Do you think they will run a trailer with the extra boat count?
Yes, yeah. And
yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
It'll be 5 and 1. So that's you can only after that third qualifier, the amount of points you have through the 4 heats, you got 4 spots available. So that's gonna have to be pretty much all first or seconds, and thirds might not even do it to get that guaranteed spot. It's going to be crazy, which makes everyone now put their stuff on kill a little bit more. So you might see some more breakdowns, but hopefully not. Valleyfield's hardest course I think we go to, besides maybe West Coast, for engines, because even though it seems small, you're screaming down those straightaways because you're setting the boat up to get off a turn 2. So a lot of RPMs turn. So it's going to be intense.
I know Jeff mentioned when we had him on 2 weeks ago or last week that he had heard that they might consider doing 2 runs in time trials, 2 runs at time trials.
Yeah, I think by the schedule they put out, we're just sticking to the normal schedule. Testing Friday morning and then time trials later in the afternoon. And then Formula 2500s are doing a separate day as well as H350. So that'll be a damn good show for them.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, so with that, the schedule and there's tons of heats.
Do any of those heats as part of that like invitational, do those count towards the weekend qualifiers?
No, they start fresh on Saturday. So it's basically a total separate day of racing for them.
Which is good. Which is good.
For sure.
Get your testing out of the way Friday.
Yep.
And run what you think is the best on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, you're not getting better testing than in a race situation.
Right.
I guess that's as good as you can ask for. 3 laps too, so it's like kind of quick heats. Get through them, and it's cool. I'm excited to go back up there again. I mean, I've been there a lot growing up, but the scene from on the course is bar none.
Oh, for sure.
Madison, I can't speak to Madison myself, but I would imagine it would be very kind of similar. Just you look out and see that many people on the bank, but I mean on both sides in Valleyfield. I remember the first heat out, I just was like astonished on my first. I didn't even do a timing mark like I planned on the first go around.
Yeah,
I was just looking up in the crowd like, damn, that's a lot of people, man.
For sure. Yeah.
So.
Well, if you would condense us down, we'd be
for sure.
Each other too.
I agree.
For sure.
Yeah. So if you take Madison and then just basically cut that river in half and narrow it up and then shorten it up to a mile, you'd have the same amount of fans. I mean, walking through the vendors and stuff, I think Saturday, I was like, there's a lot of people here.
Trying
and a lot of rowdy people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had the people when we went to go get your autograph cards rolling around with 2 guys carrying a cooler beer with a Rolly speaker.
Yep. Just blaring music, drinking Modelo's.
Dude, I do also want to point out Alex Manga he's a little short-handed crew wise, and he asked a local to help them. She came rolling into the pits on Saturday, and her boyfriend, I would imagine, is on like one of those fat tire 2-wheel kind of bikes, short ones, towing a trailer that's got a cooler in it and then a recliner. She's on the recliner, tall boy Michelob lit cigarette. Pops off, comes down onto the dock, ready to go. I was like, that's the best entrance I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
I mean, the bike and trailer and recliner alone, and then add the tall boy and the lit cigarette right next to the oil truck. I mean, it was. I wish I had my phone. I would have gotten a picture. It was awesome.
That's pure
epic.
Madison.
Oh yeah, nothing better, baby. Nothing better.
That's why
It
we
was-
call it the Regatta Regatta right there.
Yeah, I saw they had that painted in the grass by was it the Riverboat
Riverboat
Motel?
Inn.
Yeah, Riverboat
Yeah,
Inn.
Riverboat Inn. Yeah, that was cool. Dude, they put on a pretty darn good fireworks show themselves there on Friday
Yeah.
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. I took a very scenic tour on the golf cart Saturday night, hauled through that
Trying to go
town.
across the bridge.
I almost went across the bridge. I came up from an alley. I'm like, yeah, that's the bridge there. So I'm gonna keep going straight. Somehow wound up in the Riverboat Inn parking lot. I don't really know what was going
Where
on.
the
at that point.
hell were you going?
Dude, I went through some alleys. I know.
Did you go back through? Did you go down that really steep hill in front of the?
Yes. Yeah, we was
the inn?
flying.
Okay. I did
My-
the same thing as you at one
Carson
point.
was very upset. She's like, "You're gonna hurt the kids." I'm like, "Just hold on."
Just hold on.
I
She
did
was-
take-
She was worried
Had to
about
take
that, but
Sandy
not your
down.
kids climbing on a stump, getting ready to jump off.
No, they do that stuff all the time. There's nothing new there.
Okay, your TikTok of Theo Erling, I don't know which one.
Oh,
he had the
Theo.
helmet on, riding the bike. And
Oh,
the
then
tire just
wham!
boom.
Well,
Just
I was like, as soon as I saw him crash on that electric bike, I'm like, yeah, this is getting a video done to it.
Oh damn! So I don't know. We got Bipes predictions for the weekend. You want to start with you, Bob? 2.5 up.
2.5. Well, if you guys get it together, I'm picking you. So I think with this other engine that you guys are putting in, it was
Breaking
very
news
fa-
right there.
No,
No,
it's
not
not
a
the
Honda.
Honda.
It's a
not
Ford.
the
It's a
Honda.
Ford.
But it was this. Data wise, this engine was faster than the one that they've been running. So
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with 35 because he wasn't far off a couple times from the S2. So I'm going with the S35. You guys picked Eddie. I'm going with Grant Liddycoat. Going Grant
Back to
Liddycoat
back in
the F-Class.
Valleyfield.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. The kid's running really good, and I'm very impressed with his driving. He is he's only 15, or is he 16 finally?
I think he's
I think he's 16 now.
16
But,
now.
I mean-
we've said this like 3 weeks in a row. I gotta
Yeah,
ask
but
him.
he's doing really good. He really matured as a driver pretty fast. So I'm picking Grant. 350. I know I picked Bull Shark last time for Sorrel Tracy. Actually, no, or was it Tonawanda?
Brockville.
I mean, that's at Brockville. I'm all
Yeah, you
screwed
picked him for Tonawanda.
Get it
up.
together.
Then
God.
Stay in your lane.
I want to say Bull Shark again, but I'm gonna go with you guys, and I'm gonna go Paul Barber because that. Shut up, Kyle. Beep beep.
BB.
Don't make me get my shirt maker out.
Got one too.
Have the road runner,
There's-
Yeah.
on the front, and then in the back it just says beep beep.
Kyle's gonna walk out to.
I'm going
with
with Paul Barber. You can't have this much. Well, I say that, and then the 35 did not have a lot of luck last year, but Paul Barber cannot have this much bad luck in a row. So I'm going Paul Barber, and then can we pick the 35 for GP or no?
No.
There you go.
Don't bet on me. I'm planning to be late
Okay.
to that start.
Okay.
Who'd I pick?
GP. I'm going to have
Probably
to go.
71
Oh yeah, because he's a real driver. That's right.
Tater.
Okay, if we can't pick the 35, I'm going to go Jack Lupton.
All right.
No,
I'm going to go Jack Lupton.
What about
What?
Skiff too? Don't forget about Skiff.
You
You're not
can.
going Ken Lupton?
Jack's running faster.
Yeah, Jack
All right,
doesn't
you
make the
guys-
final.
Poor Jag.
Man, I'm going to go Jack Lupton. I don't care what you say, beep beep. Yeah, I'm going to go.
You don't put money on that?
You don't think Jack Lupton will make the final?
0% chance.
Damn.
I hope
I hope Jack's watching this. Maybe
Jack-
maybe we can
Jack's
set
on
up
I'll,
a little.
I'll put money on it.
You know he
I'm-
lifts
I'm-
goats for a living, right?
Yeah. Put a Benjamin on it. Tight ass.
All right.
Fuck, I hope I win.
All right. We'll go.
In the comments, you ain't
We'll go. We'll go a hundo. Actually, I don't want money. I need more work shirts. So
We can do
I'll-
that.
100,
go.
100 or work shirts.
I need work done in my house.
I guess I have
There
to
you
come pick
go.
up the work shirts.
Finally gonna make it to Madison.
What about skiffs though, Bob? You didn't do
Skiffs?
Yeah.
I need to know who's going in skiffs. Is
I think
Dallas
all of
anyone
them.
going.
showing up? Is anyone?
Oh, I don't know
showing up
about
that-
extras that like any one-off registrants.
So Billy
I don't
Soul's
know.
not showing up to
No,
whoop
I don't
everyone.
think-
No.
I
Okay.
don't think so. Right?
Is the
Uh,
JS35 showing
I
up?
won't be there.
No,
We ain't getting
Nah.
that thing out this year.
maybe next week. We'll see. See how Valleyfield goes.
I'm
We
going
can catch
Tom
up on some
Packerdooney.
sleep.
I'm going Tom Packerdooney. If-
yeah, they've had some
oh.
time to get that issue figured out. So
Yeah, if he
Hopefully.
has good engines, if his engine stays together, I'm going Tom Packerdooney. All right.
Nice.
what about you, Brandon?
Let's see. 2.5s, obviously. This is we shouldn't even go for 2.5s and GPs because I'm gonna pick y'all and me. So
Mhm.
and that one. 2500s. Van Grant was a good pick. Eddie's a good pick. I get lost in who's even in that class anymore.
Don't pick one of them.
What, I gotta pick someone different?
No, just, he hasn't been picked yet, but you better not pick him.
Yeah, I think Eddie gets it done. I think
My man.
he's got the experience level, obviously running a few tight races in Valleyfield.
Yeah.
I think he crashed there last year, so maybe he'll rebound from that
Yeah.
and take it on for 350. I don't think you can bet against Bobby King. He'll be back and back strong, so I have to take him. And then
Who-
Skip. Huh?
Is he driving the Grand Prix or is Ken?
Yeah, Bobby is.
Bobby is okay.
Yeah, and for skiffs, I feel like Max has got a shot. I don't know. I'm assuming they're going, and everything's okay. Hopefully with Samantha. Don't know if she'll be riding again, but I think he's got a shot. If he stays clean through all the heats and gets a good lane in the final, be on the lookout for him.
Yeah.
And then obviously Grand Prix final. All the fans should be in the stands because it's going to be insane. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'm a part of it.
You know who's
Never
not going
know
to be a part of it? Hey, Bobby, you know who's not going to be a part of the final? And
Yeah. Yeah, I won't be there.
you.
Oh, damn.
Hey, I wouldn't have been a part of it either way.
Yeah.
Think about it.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong.
What about you, Oss?
Yeah, I'll go with Brandon's format. We're just gonna skip over 2.5 and GP because
You want to say hi to him?
I think your
been-
wife just said it. Will you shut the hell up and get off the podcast? That's what she was saying the whole week.
I'm saying what you're all feeling. I know.
She was on him hard this weekend.
Yeah.
He's like, I give you. She's like, no, you don't. Everybody tunes off when you get on.
No, the Kyle Bipes effect. How many viewers we got?
We went down from like 200 to 18.
That's the biggest effect I've ever heard.
But for 2,500, I think I'm going with Bob and going with Grant. Boat's been on fire. He's obviously proven himself. I mean, everyone, I don't know, expected him to do really good in 2,500. I don't really think anyone had any doubts, but that can be a big jump, and he's handled it flawlessly, obviously, winning the last race. So I think he'll do maybe a back-to-back with Valleyfield wins, which would be awesome going from 2.5 to 2,500, winning both.
For sure.
350. It's hard to say against Bobby King, man. That boat, every time you see it run, no matter what course it's at, who he's running against, it's
Unless
just,
it's at Sorrel Tracy.
yeah.
Right.
Then it gets beat up a little bit, but the
That
boat's a
just
rocket
sucks.
ship. Bobby's a great driver, so I'm sure he'll be out front when it's there. Skiffs, he's usually our competitor, or they are usually our main competitor, and they're fast as hell as always. So I'm gonna go with Jimmy and Peg. Boat's always cooking, so
Tried and true, man.
yeah.
I mean, they got the biggest points lead in all the HRO classes right now. I mean, it's as dominant as it gets, really.
Like 90 something.
Yeah, it's like 92 points or something like that. I mean, pretty much have to not run the rest of the year. I am going to pick who I would like to see win if I don't pull one out in Valleyfield. I want to see Kenny Brody get a final win. I know he kind of got one last weekend with them splitting the podium, but I want to see him get a true final win.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Kid,
he's taking a huge step this year.
Yeah,
huge step this year. So, if I don't get it done, I'm pulling for him. And it's nothing against Matisse or Jacob. Jacob, I don't want to see you win anymore, man. We got to take one from you. Somebody's got to take one of these things. And I think with the bad luck Matisse has had so far this year, I would feel very happy for him if he could pull one out. But
yeah,
Kenny's my boy, so I'm gonna go with Kenny. If I don't manage 2,500, I'm gonna go a little different than you guys. Boat's been getting fast last year, and it seems like it's kind of coming along this year. A little bit of misfortune in Brockville. I'm gonna go with Sam Tremblay.
Yeah,
I like it.
Nice.
I think it's in that kind of that. I think he's definitely in that top 5 in terms of speed, and I think some of the other boats have put weekends together better than he has so far. Not necessarily on him as a driver, but the boat's obviously had some issues, but I think they get that figured out. Now we know that boat's fast. I mean, there was one straight in Brockville where I was watching, and I don't think it looked like everybody else was tied to the bottom of the river.
I say give him an inside lane, a good start.
Yeah, it's going to be hard if he can have a good weekend points wise and get himself into one of those 1 or 2. I think he's going to be hard to go around. But no, I like we've said. I mean, any one of 5 guys can win in that class right now. And then 350. I'm going to go Bobby King too. I've never seen that boat not fast. I think the only time I ever seen that boat lose really was him and Ronnie had a really good heat in Guntersville 2 years ago. That was the only time I remember watching that boat lose a heat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll Bobby King. Skiffs, I'm gonna go with Pack as well. I think with 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it was to get that engine situation figured out. I'm hoping that was enough time for them and they were able to figure out what was causing the problems. And we know it's not new. We know that Pack's fast in a skiff when they've got the thing running. So
yeah,
we'll roll with them, and then can't pick. I'm picking the 35, but if not the 35, I'm going with Bobby King in the 50. Pull a double.
Solid pick.
Yeah.
Solid pick.
That thing was fast this weekend.
Now, if he wins the double, and he just proposed last weekend instead of taking my playbook and doing it in Valleyfield, I mean, he might be kicking himself, but at least he got it done. I'm happy for him. Congratulations.
Yep. He definitely went out of his league, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know why it took him this long.
I feel like we all do somehow. I don't know how we pull them cats out of the bag sometimes.
Yeah.
I think they get bored chasing dogs.
Yeah, so they sell for little kitty cats like Bob.
Oh man.
And she's like the breadwinner too, isn't she?
Shoot, I don't know. Probably.
I think she's a lawyer.
A judge. She's a judge.
Something like that.
Yeah, why did he wait so long?
I don't know. I would have done that within a week or so.
Yeah, as soon as I find out that she's the breadwinner and she looks like that, I've been like, yep, here it is.
That's it.
Here it is. Here's the ring.
Oh, so Pipes, this will be your first time at Valleyfield, right?
Oh yeah.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Drinking.
I regretted every word that came out of my mouth as I was saying them.
Just
Drinking.
remember that Molson said harder than Busch Light.
Yeah, those Busch lattes are a little weaker than the beer up there.
Don't care. Drinking all of
Just go get a Molson Triple X and
Don't
you'll be
care.
set.
The bite.
Yeah.
Brandon's picking me up as soon as I get there Thursday night, and I may never go back to the hotel.
Yo, I don't know who signed up to pick you up, but I ain't coming.
Seems a little jacked. No, from the hotel, not from the airport. From the hotel.
Oh. Boy, you can walk.
Yeah, I was about to say it's across the street.
No. Nope. You're gonna come pick me up.
you need a chauffeur.
Hey, we'll
you.
send Dave on the scooter. You guys
In
can
his
tandem
underwear.
on that scooter. Yeah.
In his underwear.
You guys
Dave
can do
does
some
it.
stretching together,
Yeah.
and then you can ride the scooter back.
All right, we need some MD 2020 so Dave can get loaded up to go do that. And his undies. in the sunlight. Like, yeah.
I need that picture. I gotta make a shirt for Patty. She's gonna hate me.
She's already texted me. No pictures are to be sent to Kyle.
It's all right. I got them too.
Yeah, they went to my whole family.
We'll get it to you one way or another.
Yeah, Patty's gonna be so mad.
There's one picture that I'm not even talking about it because it's very toxic material, but if that ended up on a shirt, that is the quickest way to end up 6 feet under.
Nah. I seen a good one this morning that could wind up on a shirt too. From y'all's experience last night.
Oh, damn, dude. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I've seen this.
Or, no, I showed you when we were there earlier. Yeah, no. That wasn't good, man.
Let's just say they got angry and some wrenches went flying.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shot it through the
Uncouple your prop shafts.
ceiling. Yes, while I have a wrench on it.
Yeah, no, hey, we got the
We'll
boat.
have to send beep the picture.
Yeah, but no, we got the boat ready though. We got the what is now the spare put back on the trailer. Drained all the oil. We got my seat molded. It's sitting there curing. I'm gonna have to go up there tomorrow and shape it and cover it and everything.
When are you guys leaving?
Thursday morning. We'll take off probably 6, 7.
Oh yeah,
in the morning,
hey, Austin and Mason can come pick you up in the golf cart.
something. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
they
I
got
won't be there.
Great experience.
Yeah, I hope you got good
Oh
insurance.
yeah.
Ja-
I can't.
Jamie
Great.
McClure just
I-
brought that up.
I wasn't on here after Gunnersville, but
Mason and Kyle did $1,500 worth of damage
Austin.
in a golf cart.
Austin.
Yeah,
Normally,
Kyle's
I don't
about
mind
me.
us.
Yeah,
Normally,
do not-
I don't mind our names getting confused, but I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, Mason
the guy
and
was like,
Austin.
"You pay cash. That's it."
So-
That was
All
the
he had was
last
change.
golf cart we rented up there.
He should've
Mason
took the
pulled that
loonies and the
50 cents
toonies.
out of his pocket.
Should have paid with the loony and toonies he was supposed to.
Dude, I almost wiped one out in Gunnersville though, because right before the Unlimited final, we're like, "Let's go, let's take all the crew over, watch the Unlimited final." So I'm like, "Grandel, let me borrow your golf cart." Hold up, I got 2 experiences on his golf carts, and neither one of them have ended well. This one, I'm driving across that bridge, and this thing's just sashaying. Like all of a sudden, it takes off to the right. I'm catching it, and I'm like, "What?" I'm holding the wheel straight. Ronnie looks at me and goes, "God damn it, Brandon. You can drive a Grand Prix, but you can't drive a goddamn golf cart." So we get down over there and there's a big hill. I was like, "Y'all want me to go down the hill?" They're all like, nah, we'll walk. I was like, I told Mason, I was like, "You got to take this thing back. I ain't driving it back across that thing. I just lost 3 of my 9 lives."
Oh, jeez.
But the other one was in Stewart. I had Cropfeld on there, probably talking my ear off, so I wasn't paying no
There's no
attention.
probably. Yeah,
It was
there's no
dark.
probably.
I'm sure we had some cocktails in me, and we was like driving, and all of a sudden he's like, "Fence!" I'm like, "What fence?" Bam! Just ran straight into a fence. The tire just went bloop and fell off. Just we're there looking for the lug nuts. We lifted it up, put the nuts back on, and drove off. Opened the fence,
That's-
obviously.
Oh, hey, Patty just messaged me. We're all staying at the
shit.
same. Yeah, we're all at the same hotel, so I'll get in trouble. I can't do that.
Yeah, right.
Nah,
That just
send me-
means you'll get a live first-hand experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just send me the
Those
pictures.
stretches.
So
Post
I'm
those
sure.
hands real fast. Yeah, you get your own picture. Then I'm clear. I don't get yelled at.
But I got one rule for you this weekend. You got to eat poutine for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Yes, that's all I eat when I go to Valleyfield is poutine.
Gotta eat what?
Poutine.
Poutine.
It's poutine,
Poutine.
folks. Y'all been going to
Poutine, whatever.
Valleyfield since you were in diapers.
And I've
call
been
it
saying the
poutine.
same thing forever. I don't care.
Poutine.
What is
I
it?
Actually,
get
we
fries and gravy anyway.
Fries,
should-
gravy, when cheese curds on it. It's
Guys,
delicious.
you did it
It's-
wrong. Should have got him going up there ordering poutine.
That's what I thought you said.
That and grats, or is that how you say it?
You don't know how to say anything.
Griots.
So
Griots.
Griots, yeah.
Griots. That and griots. Griots is like really thick, just slabs of bacon. Like they're massive and it's delicious. You're gonna
I
have a
don't-
heart attack, but it's.
I don't plan on
delicious.
eating. I just plan on drinking.
Drinking.
I like this plan.
I hope I
Yeah,
can make it to the Grand Prix final Sunday.
Probably won't.
Kyle's gonna keep your score with his breathalyzer.
Yeah,
There you go.
we got a Department of Transportation approved breathalyzer, so you can hang on to that and just.
See how high.
You
we
could be.
can
You ever
number.
watch Trailer
don't-
Park Boys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could be like Jim Leahy. You got your little tool.
I don't know if that's good or bad for me. Keep my score
It's
all
bad.
weekend
It
long.
is bad.
If you drop below a 0.18,
Yeah.
you lose.
Oh damn! No,
Yeah.
Eddie had a good idea. He thinks the next Chasin Tails shirt should be a failed breathalyzer shirt. It's like I partied too hard and all I got was this T-shirt and leave a box where you can write in your score.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe we stick a big picture of the beeve on the back.
On the Beeve, yes.
Beeve.
God, if the Beeve's there, Beeve's got to meet Kyle Beeves.
Oh, 100%.
Who's beef?
This
Beeve.
He's
guy
just the
from-
Beeve.
Yeah, this
Got
guy
old
from
racer.
guy from Buffalo that he's an old time racer and he's
A lot of people seem to meet
Hilarious.
him in the bath. Oh yeah, we'll just send Bipes into
Shower.
the showers.
Mhm.
Me and Brandon seem to have
Everybody
the
wants to
worst
meet
luck.
a Beeve in the shower.
Dude.
I'm probably gonna pass on that one, fellas. I'll meet him outside.
I know Jamie McClure has a couple of stories of the Beeve in the showers too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have any stories with me and the beef in the shower.
I mean,
Just
he is
count me
the
out.
Beeve is awesome though. If there's a
He's
tree in
fun.
your way, it's gone.
I feel like if we didn't describe him and we just went through the weekend, you would probably be able to guess.
You'll point him
Yeah.
out 100%. He's the only
You'll hear him.
person that our grandpa would run away from.
Yeah.
I have to
Dude, watch
I'll
out.
have to
'cause
do
he's
some
probably
looking.
watching.
Yeah. You think the Beeve got internet, TV, phone?
No, he's got a flip phone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah, I guarantee if when you come down the campground, he's the one just parked in the street. Because I don't think he ever gets a campground spot there. He just parks in the road.
Oh yeah. I've seen it there before. Along the fence.
Yep, along the
That's
fence
the way to
line.
do it, man.
Like just this as far as this bus is making it.
Does the hotel have breakfast?
I don't know. I don't stay in hotels.
Dude, doesn't matter. The poutine
poutine,
stand opens
poutine.
at like 7 a.m.
Down the hotel, out of the elevator to your left.
Whoa,
There's
the
there's
Bobby,
like a bar.
no direction?
Which
Yeah.
definitely
Is it the
gotta
north
be
end
to
or the south end of the building?
Got to be to the right if Bob said.
And
it's
then-
to the
and then late at night when you're walking back from the party to the hotel, there's at the corner there is a restaurant that sells poutine and food that like 3 in the morning.
La Pata
So-
I don't
Matata.
like the way you say it.
Poutine.
But then
I just don't like the way you talk.
I just don't
That's
like
it.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You didn't text me all week, and I figured I'd have something, and all you say is like you were all lovey about it. Like, I love you, man. You did great. I can't wait to see you again.
Well, I mean, I figured you were busy as hell. You're running a race.
I had
he ain't
100.
running nothing but his mouth.
That's a bunch of bullshit. I had 160
You're
unread
taking
texts and
pictures.
about 15 missed calls. It was a good time.
Out here taking pictures with TJ.
Man, I'm telling you, TJ stopped me every time. I did it every time. We took one in
Like,
front
I
of a
keep
porta potty.
getting pictures. Of,
That's
like,
'cause
Tim and
TJ wasn't
I'm like, are
working
they
on-
just hanging out all day?
Yeah, pretty much. TJ wasn't working
and
either.
neither was I.
TJ was like, Radio Man's the best thing. I just got to be there when they race.
And he wasn't there half the time.
He was taking a picture.
Yeah.
I
No,
hope they
it was
get
a
that
good
thing
time,
running
though.
for this weekend.
I think it's going to be an exciting weekend with all the races. Valleyfield's always exciting in every class. So
76 heats of racing this weekend. I think I saw.
Man.
It's gonna be intense.
H1 knows nothing about that.
Mm-mm.
I also want to give a shout out
That's
to
why
HL. They did a little novice invitational this weekend, I think.
Yeah,
I think that's what
That's
they
cool.
called it. That was really cool. I didn't get to see a ton of it, but I saw quite a bit of clips on Facebook, and that was a cool event to throw on for those guys.
Did you win that, Bobby?
That's what he meant by up north.
yeah.
Yeah, I went up there and raced.
I was in a poker run and we didn't win. We would have won if we got the wild card, but we didn't buy the wild card for an extra $5.
So you could buy a trophy.
Well, it's like we had good hands,
Yeah.
but if we didn't buy the wild card to make it a perfect
How do you think he
flush-
got those ones in his garage?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I see.
I see all
I
of Brandon's trophies behind him. And
My trophies here, man.
Those, wow, 2 of them. Those look like they bought them.
I got more.
I don't want to see 3rd place.
Bob, take the price tag off.
They're around here somewhere, man.
It's just lost.
Wait, so you guys make trophies now? Maybe you have to make a couple for them.
Yeah.
Just make it up.
That's what I'm going to tell Sarah. Sarah,
Best roper.
I'll quit when I lose, and then Bipes will just keep sending me first place trophies. I'm like, look, I won again. I won again.
I knew guys that did that on dirt bikes back in the day.
Hey.
So we had this volleyball coach down here that Forrest is buddies with. We do all their shirts and stuff, and he found out we did awards. So he's like, all right, I need a plaque made. Like, yeah, no problem. This man made a plaque for himself that said Coach of the Year. I was super pissed making it. It just
didn't sit right.
Felt wrong.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of Forrest, he become a daddy for the 20th time yet, or
not
she's
yet.
Still not
No, she's still not popping.
She was worried about popping getting off the boat trailer.
When she jumped off, I thought she was.
It's not a good time to jump when that baby's sitting down there.
No, he's on 4. He's already mentioned 5. I'm like, dude, just keep that thing in the pants.
Right.
Ain't good for nobody.
Nope. Hey, at least he makes his own clothing, right?
Right. We're gonna have to pull back our sponsorship next year.
100%. Yeah. Making too many babies.
Yeah, party coach step up though.
Here's Mason working hard on the boat, on his uncle's boat.
Mason doesn't do shit. I'm gonna
I was
arrest
just
him next
sent
time.
to me
Look at
by
him.
mom.
Just chilling.
When I saw him down in Gunnersville, all he did was just have his phone as the hotspot and kept walking away so we couldn't watch.
I know. Yep. You know, he gets the most seat time inside that toter. He's always just in there cooling off.
Yeah, we had plenty of time to sit in there at Gunnersville.
Oh, we did. Hours and hours on end.
That
For
storm rolled
storms.
through.
That storm. Whew, that was a doozy.
Freaking wiped us out.
Yeah.
Somebody came up to us. We're standing at the back of the boat. Somebody came up to us and goes, all right, storm's going to hit in about 15 minutes. It's going to be worse than the last one. And I don't know who said, but somebody goes, oh, it's going to rain? Because nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Nothing.
So Madison needs to try to talk to HRL on getting 350s there for next year.
Don't tell me what I need to do.
Well, you
He's
gotta
a
do
prez,
something.
bro.
You got
Rumor
Are you
is
president now? Or
Gotta
you still
talk to
vice
Brock.
president?
Yeah, I'm president. And if you try to show up, I'm going to kick your ass out. Rumor is that Gunnersville's, I'm not going to say it.
Going HRL?
It's on
No.
the podcast.
No.
Might be moving their date.
Oh, really?
That would
Going
be cool.
towards the beginning of June more. And then my hope is we can get Valleyfield to move back a week, get a week in between us and Valleyfield. And I think we can pull some of those Canadian 350s.
Yeah.
If you can get it for points, they'll show up. But it would be phenomenal.
The only way HRL will come to Madison is if we can get a week in between us and Valleyfield. Emily told me that when I talked to her last year sometime.
It's kind of needed. I mean, that's Valleyfield's seen as the Mecca, and people want to come into it with their best foot forward. And
they start their events the week prior.
Yeah, that's true.
Valleyfield.
Yeah, they were already going like Saturday, this past Saturday.
Yep, that's when it starts. The festival.
Our budget for the regatta is $1 million.
Wow.
Theirs is 4 times that.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's nuts.
Crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
You're gonna see why, and
it's
gonna be fun. Can't wait to recap on Tuesday.
I know we're gonna have a good episode next Tuesday.
I will not be on next Tuesday.
Thank God.
I know we'll.
He'll be hooked up to an IV.
I'll be watching from my hospital bed.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be in the comments section though, folks. Don't miss him.
1,000% I'll be in there.
Before we get too far close to the end, we've talked about Madison last weekend, Valleyfield this weekend. We also have Oak Harbor this weekend on the West Coast.
Is that Westerns?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Westerns.
Which another driving announcement. Jeff Bernard's 5-liter, the one that just set the world record will be driven by J. Michael Kelly for West.
J. Michael breaks that record.
Oh.
Is it a record course in Oak Harbor?
I'm not sure. It might be, but
It is
But
now.
the West Coast
It
don't
is
talk,
now.
man. We don't know.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of records, Brandon holds the course record for Gunther'sville now.
Yeah, we didn't make a
Oh.
big deal of it, I guess. I wasn't the right
Yeah, I
person to
mean,
break it.
Grandel has his course record from San Diego on his race shirts. So
Yeah.
Do I need to
just
make a
pointing that
shirt?
out.
I think we need to make sure. I think it was like 129 and change or something like that.
That's what I'm gonna put on there. 129
Dude, that is
and
And some
ridiculous.
change.
Are you serious?
Have an image of a
That's
penny
Yeah.
next to it.
Yeah. That's not
I think
that
he's
fast though.
Fast.
Brandon, didn't
No,
you say you clipped 160 on that time trial run this weekend?
Yep.
It's nuts.
It was moving. I'm about to run
Oh
the.
shit!
Just
you were
imagine if I
running
ran the unlimited course.
Yeah, no wonder you hit it.
Duh. That's my favorite course to run, man. I like to
so
be
many
different.
people were confused when you went out, like at first.
Oh
People
yeah,
that weren't at
Jeff
drivers.
Jeff tried to tell everybody because Jeff
He
Ayler
wanted to do
knew.
it. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he kept like on. He's like, he's probably gonna go down to the unlimited course to get warmed up. Blah blah blah. And people were still confused.
Yeah, I made sure I told my whole crew so they didn't think, especially my mom, so she wasn't yelling at me again. She's like, "So are you just doing turn 1 or turn 2?" I said, "If they let me go to turn 2 and get that big of a run down the start finish line, I'm probably dumping it before I even get to our course."
Yeah, you're running out of fuel too.
Oh, that'd be wild.
And every fan was confused as to why they said you got 3 laps or whatever it is, and you would go slow on the first one. Everybody's like,
Oh,
this makes no sense.
Right. Yeah, they need to announce it as like 2 a warm up lap and a hot lap. Because we're
Yeah.
never, I mean, very rarely do we take 2 hot laps. Some
Yeah.
people do, but
Well, if you were
I
driving
don't think anybody
unlimited,
did
you would
this.
take both of them.
all of them, yeah. Or you wouldn't take enough and you get DQ'd.
Yeah.
I don't think I have the attention span to read their rule book to figure it out.
Yeah.
I think
So hopefully
I
they
don't
clean
read
slate
ours.
it before I get a chance.
100,000 pages.
Yeah. Hopefully, if I ever get a chance, it's condensed by then.
Yeah.
I'll get you a chance. I just got to talk to the right people.
Right.
Get another Madison boat.
We have one.
Where is
Have one.
There
Just
you go.
sitting there.
I did try to talk Charlie into bringing it here and letting some GP guys test in it, but that didn't work.
Yeah, I didn't see that one
Yeah.
working. Ugh.
At least you tried. We appreciate you for that.
Yeah, I tried.
Thank you,
Well, because
Pete.
it's nearly impossible to be a rookie driver anymore.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
it.
15 laps over 130 and then start like 7 heats on the outside. Well, that's the whole damn season. So
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I need to condense that a little bit.
yeah,
Especially if
gotta
you got
change
GP
that.
experience. I don't think the stepping stone's that tall. I mean, we go about close to the same speeds. We're tight racing, so I don't think it'd be that big of a jump.
I mean, if you do what Runny did and jump from what novice
350.
class to
350.
yeah, I mean that's a pretty big jump, but
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
but most drivers are going J stocks
Absolutely.
all the way up to Grand Prix,
Yeah.
hitting every class
Yeah.
except Bobby. He just goes
Just
from
sticking a novice.
yeah, he just goes to novice to a pontoon boat because nobody wants to hire him.
Dang.
You're gonna get a job soon, Bob. I got faith.
I don't know, man. All these old drivers are coming out of the woodworks taking all these rides.
I know,
Hey,
right?
speaking of boats for sale, is the H5 still for sale?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Nobody's bought that thing yet.
No,
Not yet.
Look,
crazy.
it's already blue like the Roadrunner. Beep beep.
What's Gary selling it for? Has he told anybody?
No
the
one
price?
knows.
56.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I have no idea. It's a really nice boat. I know that.
Yeah, I mean it's not Bobby King competitive, but it's pretty competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think with some time, you might be able to get it there. I mean,
I don't know. You get
Bobby
it
didn't
down,
get that boat there just right away.
You get it down to Hage Tool. We can make some changes to it.
You got any room in that shop down there, Brandon?
100%. Once we get through Valleyfield, we got you because that GP's going to rest for a bit.
Huh.
And they
Let's
don't
go.
got to build another boat this year.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Never say never. I see
Hey,
people lurking around trying to buy ours.
Sell yours to Lupton and then buy a new one or build a new one.
Yeah, could do
You'd
that.
probably buy it.
Probably. I told him to this weekend. Kept looking at it. And he was complaining about how his drives. I'm like, buy this one.
Who, Jack?
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah. Jack
The one
can
that's
fit
not
in that
making the
cell,
final.
too.
If he
Cool.
buys it, it comes with a free sheep.
Free sheep. Aaron
Grindel
delivered.
wants to sell it to him.
Yeah.
I bet he does because that boat's a freaking turd now. Sorry, Jeff.
Damn, Mike.
Just missiles tossed.
I gave him the Grand Prix Challenge trophy. I was like, usually you're not supposed to touch this, but you guys don't stand a damn chance. So take it to Canada with you.
At least you get to hold
Oh,
it
I
for a
wish he
little
was
bit.
in the comments tonight, man.
Yeah.
Maybe he must be building motors again.
Yeah.
Putting,
He was
putting
driving-
oil lines together.
Yeah, he was driving to Brockville. He had to stop. His wife wanted to get her nails done and give the dog a bath. And I don't know. I talked to him for 10 minutes too long today.
Yeah.
So 4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah.
And then he wants to yell at me about how much I talk. I'm like, you haven't shut up either.
That's who I was talking about. Was you talking?
Oh, bullshit, Austin.
You're just taking him on a tour.
I sat in the same freaking spot the whole podcast.
I'm impressed.
This time.
That just shows how tired you are.
I
Yeah,
know.
it
I had to
does.
get up to let my dogs in, and that did me in.
Oh,
Anyway, boys, we got work to do. Got to
yeah.
You
head
ain't
out.
got shit to do. Junior does.
He did. I polished the boat a little bit today. Got a motor back in it. She
Hey,
ready
did
to
you
go.
wash your camper with that Haterade stuff? It does wonders.
I know it does do wonders, but I ain't got the time or the energy to do that. Just take it through a truck wash.
Have Mason do something.
Hey, so man, he came down for what, like 10 minutes today, just to tell us how good of a job he did fixing Colin Austin's wing.
He's an idiot.
And then was like, I gotta go. I'm like, okay, see ya.
Is he going to
Valleyfield.
Valleyfield?
Yeah, you
Yeah, be there.
still got time to make that shirt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'll send you that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Jeez.
What size does he wear? Medium? Large?
I think
Large,
he's a
probably.
Large, yeah.
I'm just making one. I'm going to
Yeah.
give it to him.
I'll send it. I'll find that picture.
Yeah.
No.
If he tries to wrestle me, I'm fucked, though.
Yeah. He's good. He's a good wrestler, and he's done that up in Valleyfield and squeezed the fart out of people. So I'll be a little watchful of that.
Who's that?
Terrible
Mason.
boat racer, though.
Definitely a crappy rider. He tells you to send it when you shouldn't send it.
Doesn't know how to count down to hit a start.
Oh, geez.
All right, then, fellas. I'm
All
going
right,
to bed.
boys.
See y'all
Yeah.
Recap
Thursday night,
Tuesday.
except Bob.
Yep.
What?
Or Austin.
Yeah, safe travels, everybody heading up to Valleyfield. Thanks for tuning in for episode 14, and we will be back next week with another good one.
Not
Yes,
me,
sir.
though. Not me.